I'm Adam Pond. I'm Head of Engineering at Abyss. It's a light bulb moment and where Abyss really started to take off. They realized that the oil and gas market's probably on the way out. As it trends on the way out, the lifetime of those assets are going to get longer and longer. So they're trying to make that infrastructure last as long as it possibly can. And in order to do that, they need to find better ways of maintaining it. So bringing a digital solution to that maintenance was the area that we've stepped into. For example, on an oil and gas platform, you might have, let's say 10,000, 100,000 unique instances of corrosion. That is just an enormous amount of data to process. So they used to process all of the maintenance schedule area by area on a 3 to 5 year scale. We'll process the entire platform and give them a consolidated list that is prioritized and directing them as to where they should put their attention. So corrosion on a critical gas line, the line itself might look very similar to a hand railing or to a freshwater pipe, but that context of what's in that line makes all the difference in terms of the risk reduction. Now that they have a consolidated report across their entire platform, they can target the highest risk issues and leave the lower risk issues to later. You've got a three-dimensional digital contextualization of your entire assets. You can walk through as if it was like Google Street View. The contextualization that we're able to bring adds all the value, because knowing that you've got high-level corrosion on a critical gas line, where if that explodes, it could be kaboom in the middle of the ocean, versus on a freshwater line, that context is everything. We've been able to find in some platforms critical parts of corrosion that weren't due to be inspected for another 2 to 3 years. Imagine if you were in charge of that platform. We've got, for example, a project in Scotland for a company called Scottish Water. They own the aqueducts, hundreds of year old aqueducts to Aberdeen, which carries the fresh water for the city. They used to do manual inspections of those by shutting off the water supply to the city and walking people through it. With our technology, we have an autonomous robot that will navigate through the tunnel. There's 46 kilometers worth of tunnel systems there, and it will digitally inspect the entire aqueduct for them and give them a digital model of their entire system. But it's not just a digital model, it's a digital model with where the faults are and what the category of the faults are. So when they send an engineer down to fix it, they know what the fault is, where it is, and what tools they need to bring in order to address it. When our HR guy said, oh, what about this this new tech hub co-working space in the city? It was almost like a fallback plan because we couldn't find anything better. But then we realized that it's actually perfect for what we need, because we've just come off the back of COVID. We want to come in and work when we've got new people in the team, and we want to work collaboratively when we've got design sessions. And quarterly, we now do a planning session. So having those face-to-face times does make sense. But we needed something that could grow and shrink based on our needs. And the great thing about Stone Chalk is that it's new. They've got the capacity, and they've been able to accommodate our ability to grow. So we've had 2 or 3 planning sessions now where we've had nearly all of the Sydney team and even people from Pakistan and the US fly out to Australia. We've taken up almost the entire ground floor just to do those planning events, and the team here has been able to assist with facilitating that.